Hello and welcome to Yoga Studio 9. My name is Deborah York, and today's focus on the class is going to be on balancing for beginner and intermediates. So let's start first by coming to the center of your sticky mat with your feet at just about hip width wide. Soften your knees, and let's do some centering before we go into our balance. So closing your eyes and just connecting to your breath. A big breath and a big sigh. Dropping away any distractions that might be in your space or in your mind. Coming fully present to what you're experiencing in your body and your breath. Allowing your mind to have a focus on the sensations in your body and where the breath is moving. Your belly, your chest, your ribs. And then softly opening your eyes. A couple of principles for balance poses is you want to have the hips stay neutral, the knees soft, not locked, especially if you have hyperextension in your knees. So knees soft and the hips tucked under. Very important to lift the pelvic floor and be pulling the belly in. And then stacking your bones, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, hips over knees, knees over ankles, stacking the bones. And then having the eyes focus on one point and something that doesn't move. Like if you're watching me and I kind of teeter, you might fall. So eyes focused on something that doesn't move. So applying those principles in every one of your poses will make your balancing more grounded and stable. So let's begin by inhaling the arms above our head and exhale to the heart. Inhale. Exhale to the heart. Inhale. This time we're going to come up high on the toes. So this is your first balance. Letting the knees be soft and the hips under. Pull the belly in, shoulders away from the ears. So if you can lift the heels a little higher. And then exhale. Let's do that again. Inhale. Coming high on your toes. Let your knees be soft. Tuck the tailbone under, pull the belly in, and then let the shoulder blades glide down your back. Feeling lots of space between the ears and the shoulders. Your eyes softly gazing at one point. Lift your heels a little higher, drop the heels and the hands down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. So you can bring the hands up first. Let your shoulders drop. Then lift the heels. Bringing the heels right over the ankles. Soften the knees. Really tucking the tailbone. Pulling the navel in. Eyes steady. Feel energy coming out of your fingertips. And we lower the heels and hands to your heart. Beautiful. Inhale the hands. Exhale, energetically touching the side walls. Coming into our second balance, the tree pose. So you're going to shift the weight to the right. And notice I'm not letting the hip drop. Still really lifting up. And then bringing the foot right. So you're turning the hip out. So what happens a lot of times is the hips turn. So I'm keeping the hips square, tailbone under, and then you just bring the knee out. And then hands to your heart. Big breath in, exhale. Big breath in, and exhale the hands to the crown. Press the palms together, tailbone under, slide the hands back as far as they'll go. Press the elbows back, press the left knee back. Interlace your fingers. Shoulder blades pulling down the back. And energetically touch the side walls. Bring the hands to your hips and come back to standing. Close your eyes, knees soft, let your hands drop. Another big breath and sigh. Opening your eyes, shifting the weight to the left. So you want to stand up in that leg, tuck the tailbone under, hands out to the side, and bring that foot. So you might have more on the toes, or you can come up to the tippy toes. So whatever feels right for you. Hips are square, tailbone under, knee pressing open. Inhale, the hands to your heart. Big breath in, exhale to the crown. Slide to the back of the head, elbows back, shoulder blades down, belly in, tailbone under, pressing the right knee back. Make sure you still keep the chin tucked in, ears over your shoulders. Interlace, drop the shoulders. Focus your eyes. Energetically touch the side walls and release. Beautiful. Close your eyes and feel. Our third pose is called the dancer pose. So it's a nice stretch to the quad into the psoas muscle. So shifting the weight to the right leg, reaching back for the outside of the foot. So the tendency is for the knee to be forward. We want to pull the knee back, tailbone really tucking under. So if you could pull the knee back more, you'll feel a big stretch on the quad. And then take the hand up. So this is the beginner. And as you become more comfortable with this, you can begin to kick the heel away and begin to come forward. Keeping the left hip square, tailbone under. And then you can lift the knee higher and release. And come back to balance. And notice the difference in each leg. Get another big breath and sigh. And then switch to the left. Again, feel yourself pressing down into the earth and lengthening up out of the hip joints so you're not sinking down into the leg. And then bending and holding the outside. So notice how it rolls the shoulder back, tailbone under. I begin to bring the knee right next to the other knee. And then when I'm ready, I lift that hand, pulling the knee back. So it's my eyes and my core keeping me centered. And then as you get more comfortable with that, you begin to kick the heel away, pushing back into your hand and coming forward. So I'm still keeping my belly pulled in, my right hip square. So go as high as feels comfortable for you. And then release. And close your eyes and sigh. And rest anytime, because we're going through quite a few balancing poses. So feel free to rest anytime. And now the next pose is going to be called the eagle. So inhaling the arms above your head. Take the right arm under. So if you're a guy with big muscles, you might be just right here. And you might only be able to reach here. Eventually, you want to have the fingers touching the palms. Lift the shoulders, big breath in.